So good morning, everyone. In last class, till where it was, right? Forgot. Good, nothing. Program was done, right? Just hold on for a minute.
Recording in progress. Recording in progress.
Good morning, everyone. Now, if it is audible, quickly respond in chat box. Voice will not be echoing now if I'm not wrong. Please check. Anyone from here join online? No, not join. Still is it echoing online? Numerical required. The code should not have. If you have joined, please mute yourself immediately. That might be. Is it audible now and clear? Mic is far away from me. Just hold on for a minute. Just hold on, hold on, hold on. Now, can anyone let me know if the voice is clear or not? So before I start with the technical content, of course, it's been quite a long gap, I can say. But I believe all of you also know that there were some, ups and downs, I can say, with respect to schedule and with respect to Java classes, because of which there were few changes that took place, I can say. But going ahead, it will not happen. And those who are willing to come offline, you can come offline. That would be better. Even if you have chance of attending offline and if you are attending online, that really does not make sense. Okay. So before I start with the session, I just want to take all of your 10 minutes. Will that be fine? And then I'll start with the session. Yes. Online. I know some of you would have just joined the session. Yeah, with respect to data structures, it will be, if I'm not wrong, it will be permanent itself. If it is not also, I may take half an hour before or half an hour later. That would be the max, buffer you can keep. But for sure, if I'm taking offline, I'll inform all of you. Going ahead from office only, it will continue, not from home. All of you are clear? Okay. So I just want to tell one more thing here. FS 19, 18, 17, whichever batch you belong from, whatever I will be explaining, even if you have not attended, just watch the recording of previous classes, hardly 5 to 6 classes, I can say, a rough idea. Okay, so just watch those recording. And if you are not getting, again, I'm clarifying, if you are from non-IT background like EC, civil, mechanical, or whichever background you are from, chemical engineering. Okay, so I just want to tell all of you one thing, that I want all of you to attend first. Attend and definitely you will get a clarity for sure. Whatever you need to get a clarity, that will be my part of work and I'll take care of it. Okay, and also with respect to internet, I think there is small amount of lag. Okay, tomorrow probably I'll just shift the router here itself, or probably by today itself once this class gets over. Because, of course, already we have started classes, but for me, again, it is like resuming the classes from office. Due to some issues, I was taking it from home and I was staying a bit far from here. Okay, though I have worked almost around 2 to 3 years in BGS, but still, I just want to say all of you, again, it is like starting from first day here. Okay, it does not mean that I'm new joining here or something. The only thing is that I'm starting from office again today. Okay, going ahead, I'll be available in office for Java or for data structures, programming, be it whichever. Got it? All of you. Yes. Some of you are like, such a good sleep we are getting and you are irritating us. Sir. Keep getting irritated. If that is the case, you can just leave the session. But one more thing, I'll just inform all of you. I wish to inform all of you that is going ahead, recording will not be provided every day. Getting it? All of you. Yes, no? I'm just trying to say it for all of you going ahead. Recordings, I can give it. That is not a problem. The reason is most of them will be dependent on recordings rather than attending classes. Okay. I know that because out of almost around 80 people are there, out of which in FS 19, if I have to say somewhere around 60 people are there, out of which only 30 people are attending all together batches. Okay. Most of them are just skipping it. So I just want to tell all of you that how much ever time it takes, do attend class, okay, be it 1 hour, 2 hour, or whatever it is. So being frank, before also I've taken data structure classes. From today, probably it would be interesting for all of you. Okay. So my request is that all of you should make sure whatever happens, just join the session by making sure that you are not getting distracted. It should not be something like I've joined the session, I'm just watching my WhatsApp or Instagram. That should not be the scenario. Clear? Online, yes. Okay. As I've already informed today, it is still considered as first day because hardly I was checking any setup or board or anything. But today again, it was again something like starting it from scratch. Check this, check that, all these things took place. But going ahead, all these issues will not be there. That will be for sure. That will be my responsibility. You can leave it on me. Okay. So, however, let me just start with the session. What exactly I want to discuss is, if all of you are listening, quickly respond as yes in chat box. All of you, all those who are listening, I need response from all of you. Okay. Got it. So I believe all those who are here are done with your installation part. And still, if someone is facing any issues, just let me know. Okay. Today, you need not execute anything. Rather, you just have to know what is that new concept that we are going to discuss. What is the new concept that we'll discuss here? The new concept that I'll discuss here is that the name of that concept is, what is it? Linked list. So directly will we jump into this concept, sir, 100%. But still, one thing I just want to let you know, there are basically two types of linked list that you should know as of now. Okay, one is singly linked list, and second one is you can say it as singly linked list, or means there will be one single link between these two, or otherwise single linked list. Okay. So, however, if I have to consider this topic, before starting this topic, I have to explain one more topic. What is that, sir? I believe including FS 19, all of you are done with your concept of arrays. Yes? Yes, no, quick answer. If it is no, straight away no. If it is yes, quick answer should be yes. So basically, what are the advantages of arrays? I believe all of you are aware. Yes, the creation of array is simpler, as well as storing and retrieving is also simpler. But however, there are three disadvantages in arrays. Which are those three disadvantages? Can anyone? You came to direct point. That's good. So I just want to say that there are three disadvantages. Those are, first one, it can accept only homogeneous type of data. Heterogeneous type of data, can you store it on that in arrays? That is different, using collections, I'm not asking. Directly using arrays, is it possible if you ask me? No. Okay. So what exactly we have to do, that part we will discuss later. But however, if I consider this arrays topic, second disadvantage is that, what is the second disadvantage? Once you fix the size, you cannot change the size of it. Yes. And third one, the most important one is that here, I should not explain that again, but still I'm doing it so that you will be able to remember that concept. So please listen. Third disadvantage is that if there is an memory like this is your memory, you assume. What is this? This is your memory. Some amount of memory. Say suppose standard one is 64 GB. Means what? Here there are n number of bytes. How many bytes? So like this, I'll consider almost around how many bytes overall? Each one is nothing but 1 byte. You think like that. So overall, how many bytes are there here? Mathematics, basics. Should I teach you tables also? You think that each one is 1 byte. Then how many bytes are available here? Count it now. 4 into 6. There are 4 bytes in each row, like that 6 rows I have. So 6 into 4, that is 24 bytes. And now I want to store 5 integers here. How many integers? 5 integers. Means integer type A of 5. If I want to store 5 integers, how many bytes I need? Sir, we don't know, sir. You only know. But only thing is you are not thinking. Think properly. Is data types concept done? All of you. Is there anyone who will say that data types is not done? All of you are done with that in Java. For storing integer type data, for storing one integer, how many bytes I need? 4. There is something called as byte, short, int, and long in Java. Okay. For storing data type capacity for integer in Java and integer in C, both are same, that is 4 bytes. For storing one integer, I need 4 bytes. Here, how many bytes I need? Think, for storing one integer, if I need 4 bytes, here I want to store 5 integers. How many bytes? Simple thing, 4 into 5 means 4 is the capacity required for one integer. Like that, how many integers you have? 5 means 5 into 4, that is 20 bytes. Now you observe these and tell me how many bytes are available overall here? 24. How many bytes I want to store? 20, out of which small change here is that this is occupied and this is also occupied. How many bytes are left out? 2 bytes are occupied. Someone stored 1 byte type data, another byte type data. Means one byte data someone have already stored, utilized it. Now you think and tell me still how many bytes are left out? 22 bytes are still left out. Then you think and tell me, can I store this 20 bytes data in this 22 bytes data? Sir, obviously yes, sir, but no. Why, sir? Why, if you ask me, that is one of the disadvantages associated with arrays concept. Sir, what is that, sir? If you observe 20 bytes you want to store, I am having 22 bytes available, but still you will not be able to store. There is one reason, that is it demands for continuous memory allocation. You think and tell me, is there 20 continuous bytes? Now some of you tell me, sir, here it is there. No, sir, 22 it is there. Observe, 4, 4, 9. Means one more 9. Means overall 9 bytes are continuous. After that, 1 byte is occupied. But how many continuous bytes I need? 20 continuous bytes I need. 24 are there, out of which 22 bytes are available, out of which only 9 bytes are continuous. Again, forget this. From here you check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bytes are continuous. Again, one is occupied. Again, from here, 9 bytes are available. But how many bytes we were expecting? 20 continuous bytes. But is it available? No. I will also explain you. Some of you will have a doubt. Sir, why exactly we need continuous bytes only? Why can't we manage with discrete memory? I'll say that. I'll say that. But what is the basic disadvantages of arrays? It demands for continuous memory allocation. To overcome this disadvantage, we are having one more concept called as linked list. What is that? Linked list. What do you mean by linked list? I'll tell you. But to give more clarity on this, rather than explaining it like this, to give more clarity on this, I'll take up one more concept. What is that, sir? Need not write this because this is already explained in your Java, if I'm not wrong. Yes. Even in data structure also in the beginning, I think I have explained arrays. Yes. And arrays concept in Java is done for all of you. FS19, right? FS19. Is it done? Arrays? Okay. So now all of you check here. If I consider this as one memory location, okay, this is your one memory location. Okay, in this, what is there? There are n number of bytes here. Just keep observing. You may not understand in the beginning. Now, this is 4 bytes. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is again 4 bytes. And again here 4 bytes. And again 4 bytes. And again. Yes. So assume that the address of first byte is 1000. Then what is this one? Yes, 1000 to 1004. This is sorry 32. Continuous bytes it is. That's it. You need not multiply it. Just continuous bytes. Okay. And last one, if I have to consider. Now I want to allocate memory for integer type A of 5. Do I have, how many bytes is required for storing 5 integers? 4 bytes for one integer. For 5 integers? 4 5s are 20. I need 20 bytes. Do I have 20 bytes here? All of you. Yes. Of course, I do have 20 bytes available here. Now my question is, I want to store in A of 2 the value as 20. How it will calculate, sir? In A of 2 means which one? This will be 4 bytes together will be 0. This all together will be 0. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4. This index part is for our understanding. Okay. Inside your memory, however array is stored, it will not use this one. Rather, it will use this address. Getting my point? How, sir? How, if you ask me, please keep observing. Now, what is the base address? Base address means from where array is trying to start. Assume that this memory is allocated. This complete memory is allocated for storing 5 integers. What is the base address? 1000. Consider base address. Okay. For storing one integer, or which is the location that you want, where you want to store. In second location means index number 2, I want to store what? 20. So what it will do? 100 plus 2. Getting it? Next what, sir? For storing one integer, how many bytes you need? 4 into 4. How much it will be? Basic multiplication. 4 to the 8. 1000 plus 8. It is 1000 plus, sir. I'm so sorry. The other calculation I had in my mind. So, however, 1000 plus 2. 2 is what? This is your index to store element. Okay, what is this? Base address means what? Starting address of your array location. Okay, and what is this? Bytes required for one integer. Getting it? So this is the byte required for storing one integer, and this is your index where you want to store the element, and this is your base address. Now say suppose, why exactly it is continuous? Now what will happen from 1008? How many bytes? 4 bytes. Means in this complete location, what it will store? 20. 20 is the value I want to store. Okay, but 1008 is the location or the address. Say you are giving a of 2. Okay, so now if you observe a of 3, I want to store, or a of 4, I want to store it as 50. What is 50? Value I want to store. What is 4 here? Index value that you know, but your compiler will not work according to your index. Your memory manager will not work according to your index. It will work according to memory in address or memory location, I can say, or otherwise address I can say. How, sir? Simple thing, calculate. How you can calculate it? Base address, how much? Sorry. Plus yes, means in 1016, starting from 1016, how many bytes I need? This is the location where it will store 50. Yes. Now assume that it is not continuous. One more scenario I will take wherein same like this. It is there. Okay. Again here also. Okay. But however, you assume that it is not continuous. Arrays will use discrete memory. You assume it is not going to happen, but assume that it will use discrete memory location. What is the first location address? 1000. Okay. And then here, this will be okay. Now out of which, assume that this is already occupied. While creating array itself, it is already occupied. Something I have stored in 4 bytes, something, some random thing I have stored, you assume. Okay. Now, how it will work, sir? Now I want to store in index number. If array is using discrete memory location, what is going to happen? Now, if I want to store in a of same scenario, a of 2, I want to store as 20. How it will calculate? That is 1000 into plus 2 into 4. It will come as 1008. Means in 1008 the location I want to store the value 20. But you think and tell me, do I have 1008 location vacant? No. Getting my point? This will happen. Yes. That is the reason it will not use discrete memory. Now some of you will say, sir, forget about this one, sir. You store this element in next location. Fine, I'll store it here. I'll store it here, assume. Next, what will happen? Now I want to fetch a of 2. So where your compiler will check? In 1008 only it will check. Why? According to the logic, it should check in 1008 for third element. That is index number 2 should be available in 1008. From wherever you start, if you want to start from 2000, 4,000, 8,000 from wherever you want, you start it. But how will you find location? Using this one. Clear? Online. It will definitely try to check in 1008, but in 1008, is it available? No, because it has been stored in next one. That is the reason it will not work like this. Arrays cannot use discrete memory location. Sir, to overcome this, what is the concept that we got, sir? That is nothing but linked list. How linked list will work? How linked list will work? And basically, what is the disadvantage I mentioned you? Continuous memory allocation should be there in your arrays. But sometimes it so happen that memory will not be available in such a big servers. Sometimes memory is not there. Memory plays very important role. If I want to store some billions, trillions together data, then memory plays a major role. In that case, what I should do? In that case, what exactly I should do? Yes. Online. If you're not having any idea, please listen. So what exactly linked list will do is, linked list concept is quite simple. Here, in this scenario, assume, anyways, here I'll erase this. Because you should know this part as arrays below one and above I'll consider linked list. What it will do, it will consider, here if this is the memory location, okay, like this if it is there, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like this. So please listen, this will be your 1000, this will be, this is, this will be your, this is your memory address. Stop here. So I just want to tell you how it will work. What it will do is, now previously what you were doing in your, arrays, out of which, assume that this location is occupied. This location is occupied. Does it mean that you cannot use this also, this also? No, right? These are empty locations. I should be able to use. So what it will do, your concept, memory manager to memory manager, if you're using linked list, it compiler will tell that you should do one changes here. What is the changes? 4 bytes you will allocate for integer 100% true, but don't allocate only that much. Along with that, do some more changes. What is that? 4 bytes you keep it for storing a value, and next 4 bytes you keep it for storing where exactly next element is available. Means what, sir? Now first element, assume that I will store it here. Okay, so first 4 bytes I will store some element as 10. So immediate next 4 bytes it will not store some value. Rather, assume that my address next element is present in this location 20. So next element is present here. So how it will work? After each value, previously in arrays, what you have seen, only 4 bytes it will allocate for storing each element. But in your linked list, what will happen? 4 bytes it will store for storing the, it will allocate for storing the value. Beside that itself, it will allocate next 4 bytes for storing the address. What address, sir? What address, sir? Address of the element, address of next element where it is present. How, sir? How it will work? Simple thing. Here, if 10 is present, where exactly 20 is present? In 1012, it is present. Yes. So it will store in this location as like this 1012. Means what it will understand? 10 is this one. Next element to 10 is present in 1012. And here 20 is stored. And what exactly it will do? 4 more bytes it will allocate. And where it will allocate? Beside 20 it will allocate, and what it will store there? What position? You cannot tell that as position, rather you can tell that as way address of the next element, wherever it is present. So where it is present, next element? In 1024, next element is present, like this. Got it? Online? Loudly. हाँ फील्ड नहीं है ना, ये वाला एम्प्टी था पहले, ये 4 बाइट्स जो था वो एम्प्टी था, बट अभी हम फिल किया, बट मतलब ऐसा होता है कि पहले ही वो चेक करता है अवेलेबल है या नहीं, मतलब लिंक लिस्ट अलोकेट करने के लिए बस इमीडिएट 8 बाइट्स चाहिए, 8 बाइट्स उधर नहीं है तो अगला 8 बाइट्स चेक करेगा। 8 बाइट्स क्यों चाहिए? पहला 4 बाइट्स तो वैल्यू स्टोर करने के लिए, अगला 8 बाइट्स तो अगला वैल्यू का एड्रेस स्टोर करने के लिए। ठीक, क्लैरिटी मिलेगा, रुको एक। Till here, is that clear, guys? Now if I have to represent it, how can I represent? I'll represent it like this. Please observe. Okay, in this there will be 2 parts. Of course, you should think that this is 4 bytes and this is 4 bytes. Yes. And here 10 is stored. Here again it is 4 bytes plus 4 bytes. And here again, this is your 4 bytes, this is your 4 bytes. Yes. Now how it will work, what it will store here? Here it is 1000, here it is 1012, here it is 1016. Of course, in between there might be n number of memory. Does not matter to me. Why it does not matter to me? Because ultimately this is our concern. In between what is there, what is not there, does not matter. The reason is, even if it is not continuous, still we can connect with each and every value. How? First value I got it. Next value, if I want to access, it will check beside this one. Because beside this, what will be present? Address of next value. So here what will be present? 1012. 1012 means where it will be pointing? To here. It will be pointing like that. Next here 20 is present. Here will it be empty? No, it will store the address of next value. What is the address of next value? Means in simple words, here what will be present? 30. Do I have one more value? No, I don't have. So which means here it will not be pointing to anywhere, it will be pointing to null. Sir, will it be pointing to null, sir? It will not be pointing to null. Rather, I can say that if it is not pointing to anywhere, which means it is null. It's a simple thing. I need not tell empty. The box is empty. If I'm not storing anything, what does it mean? By default, it is empty only. Does it mean empty is some pointer or something? No. If there is nothing, it means it is empty. Clear? Okay. You want to convert this, linked list in such a way, you should be able to store long value. How to convert that? And if you are storing long value, the size of each value will be increased from 4 bytes to 8, or depends on which language you are using. So now I just want to ask, how many of you are clear till here? Quickly. No need to think about program or how to write. Being frank, these are the concepts which you would have felt so much difficult during your college days. I'll make sure it is easier. Only thing is 2 hours. If you cannot concentrate for 2 hours and keep your distractions aside, like your mobile or be it WhatsApp, anything, keep it aside. Let me tell you one thing, stop. Chinmay, be it new, but whatever is required, I'm explaining it completely here. Don't write. I mean, stop means stop only. Okay. So I just want to tell you, I have done it before also. As I've already told, those who will keep attending till last, okay, they will definitely get it. Being frank, Which year pass out you guys are? All of you. Kindly let me know your pass out years. Most of you will be 20, 19, 21, 22. I mean 19, 20, 21, 22. Yes. I'm getting deviated from the concept here just to let you know. You are thinking that you are very recent pass outs, right? You guys will be thinking, sir, just now. No, it's just 1 month before I just passed out from my college and you're stressing us a lot. Let me tell you one more thing. Now I want to enjoy, sir. I'm new to Bangalore or be it whatever. First time it is, I completed my engineering with lot of struggles. You have not done anything in your engineering. Mark my words. If you go to any interview, whatever they ask, do you have any answer? If I simply ask you what you have done in your engineering, just tell me one thing on which you're confident. Do you have at least one single thing to say? Sir, I'm confident in this topic, sir. Just tell me one. Topic does not mean that, sir, linked list, I'm confident. No. Data structures, you should tell. Sir, I'm confident in complete data structures. Don't tell me one topic. Anyone? Of course, it will be no. So I just want to tell you, all of you, now, of course, you will feel that, sir, recent pass out, so much time I have, but again, the same old concept will come into picture. 4 years, all of you have done, be it engineering or 3 years, MCA, BCA, whatever it is. Keep all that aside and just think whatever duration you took to finish your engineering. Don't you think today you sit and regret that the time went just like that? Yes. Then do you think this 3 months is 3 months is a big deal? This 3 months, whatever course you are undergoing, is it a big deal? That 3 months, you will not even get to know. Just like that, again, it will pass on. Fine. After it's done, then what you will do? Now, anyways, you have one option in your house also, to your relatives, to your friends, to everyone. One answer you will keep saying. What is that? As soon as you meet anyone, first question they will ask is, what is the first question? Sorry? Whether you had food or not, will they ask? How are you, will they ask? If they are asking also for formality's sake, they will ask. But what is the main content there? What are you doing? What you will say? I'm doing a course. Well and good. Very good answer. That was first time you will say about course. I'm doing one course here in so and so institute, whatever it is. After 6 months, course should get over, right? Course will get over also. Still, if you don't have a job and you will meet the same old person, and what you will answer? Anything left out? Again, you will say that, no, sir, for your relative, I'm doing one more course. Go to another institute, do one more course. From there, again, you do one more course. There also 6 months will just pass on. When you can't even, think about 4 years, this 6 months, does it matter a lot? I mean, it matters a lot, but will it really take so much time? Will you feel so much time? Done. Just like that, within fraction of, time. It's all about playing with time. That's it, I can say. Of course, now it feels like silly or मतलब काफी लोग तो ऐसा भी सोचेगा कि ज्ञान फैल रहेगा. Not really. But please think why I'm saying this is because there are candidates who are, and I know you guys don't know me, but there are some of you who know me. Basically, there are some candidates who have taken 1 year to get a job. And those who are from previous pass outs, you will feel that heat. When I say time, those who are from previous pass out, you guys will feel that heat. What exactly I'm trying to say? In interview, if you go, okay, for 1 year, leave about 1 year for 6 months, because all of you are passed out in maximum July, June, August, June, July, August, in these 3 months. Now, which month is running? Don't tell September. It's almost done. Only 10 days. When you didn't do anything in 2 months, will you do something in 10 days? I don't have any hopes. Okay. So considering that September is also done, which means 2 months are done. Just by the time you finish your course, 6 months will be done. And immediate question that will arrive in your interview is what you have done for 6 months. If you say course, well and good, you said course, then definitely questions will be to that level. Because you have done course, right? Then definitely you should be capable to answer. Why I'm saying this rather than explaining the concept is because concept any day I can finish. If I want, I can. If you guys are really serious, there were some batches which I have seen. Even if I'm taking the session at 8 o'clock, I was like, please leave me because I don't want to take classes anymore. I'm done. At 8 o'clock, they used to come night. You'll not believe at 8 o'clock. They used to keep their foot in between. They used to stay in opposite PG. They used to go in between just to keep their foot aside so that it will not get over. And they used to come. Okay. And there was a candidate who took almost 1 year in between without informing us or without informing me. He joined one non-tech company and he got technical offer from same company. Okay. Once you get offer, how you will feel? I'm settled now. Yes or no? Will you feel or not? He got the job. Okay. He got, in portal, it was displaying that offer letter to be, rolled out. But in same company, he was working in non-tech profile, because of which his offer got rejected. How will you feel? Will you feel good? But the best part is still I remember his name. I need not say his name, but he didn't give up. Almost 13 people came together in one batch from same college, same group, same batch. 13 people. Okay. Out of which 12 people got selected. One person left out. And that was the person. He was the person. And he continued for non-tech company only because he didn't had any option and financial issue, as always. Okay. And he continued to work in that non-tech company, tech company, non-tech profile, continued, but still he didn't give up. Whenever he gets time, whenever interviews there used to come, he used to attend. In that company, he got offer and he got rejected of 3.5 LPA. He worked so hard that later he got selected for 5 LPA, publicist sapient. Okay. It is not that easy to get selected. I hope all of you know the struggle. Yes. I need not take this, but still why I'm saying is later, after 6 months or 1 year, if you don't have anyone with you to support, of course we will be there, but no one is supporting you not from your family, not from your friends. Whatever you are saying, sir, my friend is asking me to leave the session, sir, I'll leave. Leave, get lost. Who will care? Do you think I'll care? Do you think management will think? When by you by yourself, if you are leaving the session, who is responsible? Okay. Today, if someone is calling you for going for party, pub, enjoyment, shopping mall, etc., 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 do it. But after 1 year, also same time will come, and you don't have a job. How will it be? There are some old year passouts, 2019-20. How are you guys feeling? Old year passouts. Because I just want, recent passouts to know how exactly you are feeling. Are you feeling good, bad, worst? Which phase you are in? And that too, you're not getting a job. And your parents' expectation, only one. They just want to see you get some technical. Now, just because I told you this much, some of you will be, so much love towards your parents. Will say that, sir, I'm joining non-tech company today itself. I'll go, I'll do telecoil, I'll become so rich. They have invested so much on you, I believe. All of you, how much you have spent on your engineering? How much you have spent on your engineering? How much? Money. Rough idea? You have not spent anything. For free of cost, you guys have done. No? Spent, right? Sorry? 3 lakh? Very less it is. I think there will be some of them who have spent more than that. All of you, quickly. How much you have spent? How much money you have spent on engineering? Or whichever bachelor's you have done. 1 lakh per year, which means it is 4 lakh. Others, all of you. 5 lakhs, more than 6 lakhs. I have seen, I personally, myself, I have seen there was candidate who told me, same question, I'll ask for every batch. One of the person told 21 lakhs. Okay, it will happen. But the thing is, whatever amount you have spent, that is only for engineering. considering only for engineering. Throughout your life, how much you have spent for your education, accommodation, staying, traveling, for your enjoyment purpose, for gifting for your boyfriend, girlfriend birthdays, etc. things, all together, rough idea. On you, how much your parents have spent? Sorry, rough idea. 15? 15 or 50? 15. Okay. 15 to 20. 50. 50 lakhs. What is it? Matlab, you are saying more or less half crore. 50 lakhs? Seriously? I'm like surprised. 20 lakhs, rough idea if I consider also. 20 to 30 lakh to for sure. 20 lakh to in and around for sure. Some of you might have done less or more based on your family conditions. How much you are spent? Consider that. Okay. When you were born, what is your age now? 22 years back, if I'm not wrong, 20 years back or 21 years back or 22 years back. Your age somewhere is around 20, 21, 22. Not 20, 21, 22, 23, somewhere around that. All of you. Yes. Same money, if they would have invested on some property 20 years back, means 20 lakh, if they would have taken loan and if they would have invested the same money on some land or gold, you assume, on 20 years back, I'm speaking, before you born or when you were born, rather than sending you for school, college, all this stuff, if they would have taken some amount and if they would have invested on some property or on some gold, today what would be the value? Property, you think and tell me. Land? Only 2 crore. 20 lakh during that time. If I have to say 20,000 during that time, I personally myself have seen 20,000 of past 20 years, means previous 20 years. Today it costs around 70 to 80 lakhs. 20,000 rupees I'm speaking. Just 20,000 rupees of 20 or 30, 40 years. It costs today around 70 to 80 lakh. And 20 lakh, if I have to speak, just correlate. They would be millionaire aram se. Yes. What I'm trying to say, I hope you got it. I need not explain completely, I believe. Rather than investing on you people, if they would have invested same money on some property today, they would be millionaire or crores together they would have. But what they have chosen? They choose to educate you. And what they're expecting? Are they expecting crores from you? One simple job. If you can't get one simple job for fulfilling their dream, you think and tell me why exactly or how exactly you can claim yourself as a responsible son or daughter. Just give me one reason. Just give me one reason to claim yourself, or you give me one reason to say that, sir, I made my parents proud. One reason. Only one. Anyone? Some of you will be there, sir. I have scored distinction in my 10th, sir. My parents were so proud. Just think, during your 10th standard, you scored distinction. And after your engineering, you don't have a job. Is it really a proud moment? Just because they have given birth to you, should they feel like they have committed some crime or something? Should they hide from everyone? Is it a valid thing that your parents should do? What they're expecting? One job. Can't you get it? And you want to enjoy now? Enjoy. So you ask me, you want some good places in Bangalore or whichever place. I'll do my research. I'll ask people and I'll tell you good pub, good bar, okay, good shopping malls. I'll tell you, ask me, because you have so much time, right? Go out, enjoy, whatever you want to do, you do it. Getting bored? Online? I just have to check whether online people are there or not. All of a sudden, session became so silent. Sir, Monday morning it was. It could be much more better, but what you are doing? See, I wanted to do all these things, but due to, lack of time and lack of, you know, I can say more or less I was occupied, because of which I didn't had much time to do this. But however, again, I'm saying you have so much time, guys. So much time. Enjoy very well. Enjoyment is very, very important. I'm not, taking out some peaks of sarcasm here, or I'm not taunting you, or I'm not speaking in sarcastic way. I hope you understand. All of you are mature enough to understand. If you feel it is sarcastic, yes, it is. If you feel that I'm trying to convey something, yes, it is. Whatever you think. Or otherwise, if you feel that, sir, today you are not prepared, you are wasting time. Yes, it is. Is it really required for me to justify you why I'm speaking this? Not really. Okay, not really. Because I need not justify anyone here. But if I'm speaking something here, tomorrow that will help you. Okay. Why I'm saying this is, after 1 year, if you sit and cry, you can't even cry. Okay, girls, I'll not take much. I'll keep you aside because somehow you have other options. But boys, I don't think you have much options. You have to do it. And if you feel that, anyways, I cannot say that because, okay, because I personally feel both should do it, because you also have that rights to be independent. If you want to be independent, you should earn. Okay. So please think what exactly you want to do. Some of you definitely, I know that. How many of you are thinking that, sir, you came off the topic, you're wasting our time. I'm so sorry, my sessions will be like this. You want, you attend, you don't want, leave. I don't care. Why I'm saying all this is, as I've already told, after 1 year, you can't come and tell me also. Do you know why? Do you know why? Sir, I'm feeling like so much frustrated, sir. Before candidates were in that condition, one candidate again, he also took one more offer and non-tech profile and he started working. But I personally, I told you, right, 8 o'clock, if I'm taking, they used to come. He belongs to that batch. And I personally feel he is good enough. He took that offer just because his friends are getting placed and he don't have job. Night, 2 o'clock, he called me just to speak on this. Okay. He was frustrated or whatever it is, demotivation. He called, he spoke. Next day, I ensured that I made him to leave that job. Okay. In the same way, he got placed in two technical profiles, one with 3.5, another one with 4 LPA. Names also I remember, and the company name is Entity Data. I hope all of you are aware. Yes. So just think what exactly you want to do. Your parents' expectation is there. But again, after 20 to 23, your respective age, how much it is? I should not ask age. Right. Online candidates, if I ask your age, what it will be? At least I think boys can answer. 23, 24. Great. After 23 years, 24 years, if you still feel that, I'll take money from my parents. Appreciable. Because more than that, I don't want to say anything. Very good choice, very good decision. Keep taking. What will happen? You are so shameless. You are, you don't have any self-respect. You can ask, nothing wrong. I'm not saying there is something wrong, nothing wrong. Okay, you ask for it. I'm not saying you guys don't have that self-respect or something. You can ask. Okay, if you feel to ask it. But if you feel that, it does not mean you go and join some non-tech today only. It simply means that what exactly you should do. Are you doing? Simple question. When you join this course, whosoever it is, when you join this course, you came with some level of, motivation that within 1 month I'll take, within 2 months I'll take, every day and night, I'll keep everyone aside, I'll study. How many of you came with that level of motivation? You would have decided that day and night I'll study. Yes, to get a job. Think and answer how many of you are actually doing it. Yes or no? Only answer. Okay, those who are doing, I am aware. I mean, of course, I would have not taken your classes, but I would have seen your group. In all of your group, I think I'm also there. You don't know me, that is different story, but I'm there. And I'll keep seeing some of your messages as well. Okay. Out of 100%, if I consider, 90% of you are not doing it. If you feel you have time, enjoy. Nothing more to say. Okay. As I've already told, your parents' expectations are there, their dreams are there. Nothing will happen. Leave it. Why should you think about parents' name? You just have to enjoy. Okay. I can understand what you guys are feeling, but knowingly or unknowingly, I wanted to do this. It is not that by mistake I told something. If I have told something, of course, I'll say sometimes by mistake I told. It will not be by mistake, intentionally only I will say. You are getting embarrassed, you are getting, offended, leave. See, I can only do one thing. I can say, don't go in this way. Go in this way, it will be better for life. No, sir, I'll go in this way only. What I'll say? Go. Okay, nothing more than that. However, I'm so sorry. I should have not done this on Monday, but I'll keep doing it. If it is my session, definitely it will keep continuing as well. Okay. I'm so sorry. However, today I'll just give you an idea how exactly at least insertion part will work. Okay. Keeping non-tech part aside, quickly just copy this. For which class? ग्रुप में नहीं है
जावा क्लास 11 बजे
हाँ बट कौन सा बैच से हो कौन सा बैच FS19 और कोर्स
FSD and FSD
no, which you have taken both you have taken how come both you want to do development or testing
I want jobs.
You want job then you should attend class also right if these people are attending if online people are attending think I don't want to say much fine very early it is sorry not needed anyways from tomorrow at least make sure that you are attending
I will sit here.
where if you want to sit here also I don't mind no issue very next forward Kishore according to what you are asking of course valid question is here he is asking that what if the next 4 bytes are not available then it will search for next 8 bytes okay wherever 8 bytes are available there it will allow but if you are dealing with array what will happen I need continuous 20 bytes rather than checking for continuous 20 bytes it is better to check every time for 8 bytes getting here I am storing only 5 elements 5 elements if I want to store 100 elements how many bytes I need 100 elements I want to store how many bytes I need online I'm not able to hear I have some hearing issues you should be louder I told you in the beginning itself if I want to store 100 elements then I need 400 bytes if I rather than checking for 400 continuous bytes don't you think it is better to check for 8 bytes every time yes wherever 8 bytes are available store one element wherever 8 bytes are available store one element don't you think that would be better yes fine however quickly if you are done copying this let me know I'll type one more statement also take that Whatever I've sent in chat box, also copy that. I believe I can expect all of you to attend tomorrow's class at sharp. What is the timing? 8:30. Sorry, 9, right? Can I expect all of you to attend tomorrow's class sharp at 9? Anyways, offline candidates have come here. That is different. Some of them have joined after half an hour, after 1 hour also. Because, if you think properly, being frank, out of your 24 hours, at what time you'll sleep? Only rough idea. Sorry? Smart answer it is, but is it really true that you'll sleep at 1? Okay. 1 o'clock you are saying, 3 o'clock you are saying, but does it mean that you are studying till then? Not really. Sometimes. What time you'll wake up? Unfortunately, you should wake up at 9. Every day. Really? Great. See, when you are not having your job, don't unnecessarily waste your time. My request you consider, my suggestion you consider me as brother, friend, whatever you want, but don't waste your time if you can see. Some of them are taking the package of 12 lakh also as a fresher. 12 lakh as a fresher means per month 1 lakh. Feels good or not? You want 1 lakh, sir, 1 lakh and all is not required, sir. 30,000 is sufficient. Then you will end up in 10,000. Better than that target for high. At least you will land in 50,000. Okay, it is not about the package, but it is about the job. But you need some motivation to work on, right? When one person can get package of that, company with that high package, then you can also get. You also have that potential. Okay. However, one day I should not owe. You should. Okay, if it is my class, all of you should understand whatever I'll send in chat box. Didn't join the session? Okay. Anyways, that part I'll tell you. After the class for offline people, I'll tell you. For online, you guys copy that. I just told in that, saying that array is having one disadvantage, that is, it expects for continuous memory allocation. But however, to overcome this issue, we are having what? Linked list. Clear? Done with this, quick answer. Quick answer online. Okay, great. So now, whenever you are dealing with linked list, okay, always, this is how your linked list will look like. Yes. This is how your linked list will look like. Agreed? This is your linked list I can consider. If I'm considering this as linked list, okay, wherever you are storing your first value, this particular thing, I can consider it as head. Don't correlate with your things, what you learned in your engineering. Keep all that aside. Simple thing you just have to remember is wherever you are storing your first element, there your head will be pointing, it should be pointing. Always you should remember only one thing. Wherever your first element is present, head should be pointing to that particular location. Does not mean that it is pointing inside this. Where it is pointing? It is pointing to this box, complete box. Getting it? Okay. And what we call this as? We call this particular thing as node. It does not mean that node means there should be one value only, there should be one address only. If you want, you keep one value, two address. Both sides you keep address. Getting it? Means together we call this as one node. Yes, no. Okay. And where exactly it should be pointing to? It should be pointing to first block, first node, if I have to say. It should be always pointing to first node. Clear? Yes, no. Okay. And initially, How to create this node? How to create this node? Yes. Simple. Listen. In Java, if I want one customer object, first what you will do? Directly will you create new customer? I think you guys are aware of calculator. All of you are aware of calculator. You want to create one calculator. Okay. Then directly will you create an object of new calculator? Before creating your object, what you should have done? Class you should have, right? Means one blueprint you should have. In that blueprint, what you will mention? It's a simple thing. If you want to create a house object in real world, you want to construct one house, will you directly go and start constructing the house? First, what you will do? One blueprint you will create. Why exactly you need that blueprint? To add all the functionalities, means what all you need, what is your requirement. Based on that, you create one plan. Based on that plan, you will create one object. That plan we call it as class. Yes or no? That plan does not exist in reality. All those things I think in Java it would be done. However, keeping all that aside, now, don't you think I want to say that I want one node? Yes. Now you think and tell me inside a node what I want. What I want inside a node. This is your node. See, don't blindly or blankly look at it. Think. Each time, whatever I'm saying, listen properly and think. Which batch? For Java class? Java class is not yet started. I think Java class is at 11, right? Early you guys came. Or is it 11 already? No, right? Still not. 5-10 minutes. If you want to sit, you can sit. Okay. So, however, here, just observe. Now think and tell me. Think and then tell me. At least speak something. Even if you are speaking rubbish, wrong, fine. Speak. My question is, now what exactly my node should contain? Only address? I have free memory space, true, but at the same time, inside a node, free memory space is there. Inside a node, when I say a house, I will ask you one question, what you need inside a house? Will you say, empty space? You need empty space should be there. But when I ask you what you need inside a house, you will say that I need 2 bedroom, 1 hall, 1 kitchen, 1 washroom, attached bathroom. You will say like that. Yes. In a similar way, when I say node, what I need inside that? What you will store inside that? One value you will store, one address you will store. Yes. This is what do you mean by node. In Java, however, you create a class for what purpose? It is just like one plan. If you create a class, does it mean that you created one house? No, it is just a plan. Later, using that plan, you should create a house. In a similar way, here also, you should tell that I need one node, which is having one value, which is having one address. Later, how much ever nodes I want, I can create it using that plan. Yes. How to create it? If you ask me, you should create it like this. Please observe. Where did I throw the marker? Here, please check. How to create it? Simple. You should use one keyword called struct. Sir, we don't know structure. Did I ask you should know? I'm explaining from scratch. See, basically, structure means what? Shape. I need not say so much. Structure means shape, all of you know, triangle structure, circle structure, or polygon structure, or square structure, whatever it is. Now, struct means I'm saying that I want to create one new structure. For that, I'm creating a plan. Okay, so now observe what name I'll give. I'll say that node is the name. Struct node. Sir, here can I write Naveen, sir? You write it. Okay, and inside this. Now you think and tell me inside this what I want. Here, I want one value. See, programming is very simple. You just have to think. Okay, try to speak in your mind. Speaking does not mean that orally you should shout or speak. Speak in your mind. Okay, one value you want. All of you know these answers. Think. Next is what? I want one address. True. See here, when you say value, that value will be integer. You are mentioning that also, right? Because you should inform to compiler. You know that. Does it mean compiler also knows? You should inform. Next what? I want to store one address. Yes, I want to store one address. Again, you should also, don't you think you should also inform where that address will be pointing to? You should inform, right? When you say one value, your compiler, you should inform to your compiler that what value you will store. What value I will store? Integer value I will store. In a similar way, I am saying that I'll be storing address. What address? Is it Navin's address? Or is it your house address? Or what address you will store? You will store the address of next node. Yes. It does not mean that it is pointing to 20 only. It means that if I say this pointer, it is pointing to this complete thing. What is this complete thing we call it as? Node. And I need one more value. I mean, it is not an integer value. It is an address. It looks like an integer, but it is not an integer. It will be address. Address to next node. How can I do it? Simple. What I should write? I need one link here. Star for what, sir? Star means it will be storing the address in that. Getting my point? How to use that later I'll say. Just understand, I want to store one address there. Why you are storing, writing star here? Star basically means that I'm going to store address there. Online. And whose address it is? Is it Navin's address? Or is it your address? Or is it your friend's address? No, I want to store the address of, sorry. Means what? I told node. Node structure will be having one value, one address. Okay, one link. Link is nothing but address only. Whatever you want, you can write this for this name also. Okay. Now, what does it mean? This link, where it will be pointing to? It will be pointing to another node only. And what that node will be having? Again, that node will be having one value, one link. And where that link will be pointing to? Again, one node only, not next node only. Forget about whichever node. It will be pointing to one node. What that node will be having? One value, one link. Clear? Now you think and tell me, how will it differentiate? Have patience. Chinmay, how will it differentiate if you ask me if you can observe? Here I have told integer, means you can store one int value. And here I have told node type link, means what? It will be pointing to another node. Clear? Means whenever you create one node here, if you create one node like this, okay, what it will be having? It will be having one value, one done. Both together, how much will be the size here? For one node, it is 8 bytes. If I consider double, according to Java, if I speak, if I consider double, then double is 8 plus link is 4. It does not depends on if you are taking 8 here, also 8. No, link will always be 4 only. But based on your data type, this will be. Getting it? All of you remember data types in Java. According to that, if I ask double type value, what is the size of double? 8. And for link, it is 4 bytes only, always. Okay. So for link 4 plus 8, it will be 12 bytes. But here it is integer and link. Link is 4 bytes plus integer is 4 bytes. So it is coming around 8 bytes. Online. Now, if all of you have understood this concept, the simple question I want to ask all of you is, how many nodes I have created so far? How many nodes I have created so far? By looking at this, you can answer. How many nodes I have created? Some answer. I think rough, blind guess you can take. 3 nodes I have created. Don't look at this. This is not the creation according to the code part. Okay. Okay. What I'm asking you is don't look at this. This is for your understanding purpose. This is the code part that we are writing. By looking at this, tell me how many node I have created. Kamlesh, very good answer. It should not be null, but I can say that all your answers except one person is wrong. Because if I create one class of dog, and if I ask you how many dogs I have created, how many dogs I have created? Fine, that also you will not understand. Real-time example, let me take. I'll create one blueprint of house. I want to construct a house. So first I'll start with blueprint. First I'll create one plan. Okay, in that plan I'll inform what all rooms I need, how much size it should be, everything I'll inform. Now you think and tell me how many house I have created? How many house I have created? Am I speaking with respect to plan here or blueprint here? No, I am asking you how many house I have created. How many house I have created? Anywhere did I tell you that I constructed a house using that plan? I just created a plan and I'm asking you how many house I have created. How many I have created? I have not yet constructed a house. In a similar way, how many node I have created? 0. Anywhere did I tell you that I'm creating a node? I'm informing to compiler what all my node will be having later once I create. What exactly a real-time blueprint, house blueprint, what it will say? Later, once you construct a house using that blueprint, what all that house will have, you are informing using that blueprint. What your civil engineers will do? They are informing you how exactly your house will look like once you construct it using that blueprint. Yes. In a similar way here, what I'm trying to do? I'm informing my compiler that what all node will have once I create it. But have I created any node so far? I've just created a blueprint. Just like your Java, this is also like a blueprint. Have I created, if I ask you, have I created? Is it really clear or not? If it is not, feel free. See, one thing is for sure, if you are asking some doubts or if you are having some issues, getting it clarified, I'll never scold. But without even listening, if you simply ask, that much we can analyze. Okay, if you are student and if you are trainers, definitely we can understand that much whether you are listening or not. And of course, even if you have not listened, even if you are asking silly doubt, totally fine. I'm okay to explain. But after explaining, probably when I'm taking mock interview, definitely I'll ask some questions. Okay, at that time, if you don't answer, okay, then that will be altogether different story. However, keeping it aside, here if I have to speak, so just listen. You need not listen just because of fear. At least for that fear's sake, if you listen, that is very good. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is simple. Just listen, you will understand. I'm going to inform my compiler that if you use struct, means you are going to create one structure in future. For that, I'm creating one plan nowadays. So I'm creating one plan. What that plan will have? What is the name of that plan? Node is the name. What exactly that node will have? One value will have, one link I will have. Link is nothing but the address of next node, not value. Directly not to value. It will be pointing to next complete node, not to next value. Got it? Yes. Okay. So one value will be there, one address will be there. For today, I'll keep it for this one. How to convert this plan or structure into object, or how to allocate memory for that node, I'll discuss that part tomorrow. Okay. Huh. Nice. Okay, so is it a first value? So one of your friends' doubt is that, sir, will it be pointing to 20 also? Okay, for online candidates, I'm saying. So please think, is it your first value? If it is your first value, then only it will be pointing, it will be pointing to that value, that node. Okay, it is not my first value. So my head will not be pointing to there. Head will be pointing to first node only, always. Okay. The concept is like that. Now you should design your program in such a way, head will be pointing to first node. Clear? You should create your program in such a way. This is the concept how linked list will work. I have just told you how linked list will work. Now, what is your duty? Your duty is to create a node and make your head pointing to first node. We'll be writing the address in node space or link space. Just a minute. Chinmay, you are having a doubt while we will be writing the address in nodes place or links place. See, node is nothing but one imaginary structure. Okay. But link is the actual location where your next values, next node's address will be present. Node is nothing but a imaginary structure. Means like this. Node means it will be having one value, one address, always. So that structure I have created. Okay. There is nothing called node that I can store inside node. No. But if you create a node, there will be one value, one link. For storing one link's address, you have that space. Okay. If I say normally 1 BHK, what you will think? One bedroom, one wall, one kitchen will be there. You will think in a similar way. Whenever you say node, if you create a structure like this, whenever I say node, what you should think? Inside that by default, one value will be there, one address. If you write this, if you don't write this, then it is your mistake. It is like I have not created plan only, but I want to create a house. I have not created blueprint of my house, but directly I want to construct house. What will be the result? And that too, nowadays, online civil engineers, those who finish their classes, engineering online itself. So I need not say. Okay. How many of you are clear online? Say, till now, anywhere did I include any technical part except this much? Any coding part? Is there anything which you don't know till now? You can ask now itself. But there will be few things which you will get later. Okay, which you will get to know. Chinmay, I have done it intentionally, just have patience. There are some things, say, this is still not complete. Is it complete one? No, still not complete, because how to create it, how to convert it, all those things I didn't discuss. For today, what I have given you, just an idea how exactly a linked list will work. Because tomorrow, whenever I want, I'll use struct. Then you should understand what do you mean by struct. Tomorrow, whenever I want, I'll say linked list. What do you mean by linked list? First, you should know, right? And always remember, in interview, if you want to impress interviewer, first try to explain why that concept came into picture. It is not about impressing the interviewer. Normally think, if I directly would have explained, linked list, would you really have understood why that came into picture? No. So that is the reason what I have done. I started from, there was some disadvantage. That is the reason it came to this one. Yes. If I consider keypad handset, keypad mobile, which you have used 1100 or whichever it is. Okay. In that, there was some disadvantages. What was that? As you put your pressure physically and you use it, there used to be chances that the mobile may get damaged or keypad may get damaged. That, some of the experts, such a fast typing you had, that mobile may get damaged, or it may not look good. Outlook also matters a lot for mobile. That is the reason they have introduced touchscreen, right? For each and everything, there would be some disadvantage. That is the reason next version would come. Yes, in iPhone first version, there was no fingerprint ID or finger touch, whatever it is, touch ID. So what they have done? So in next version, they included that fingerprint. In next version, they have included Face ID. In next version, they are updating with notch. So it keeps improving. Whatever disadvantages are there, to overcome that, they will release next version. Clear? Yes or no? So, however, I believe the concept is clear for today. I'll just wind up here because probably in half an hour, I think you will be having Java class, FS19. Yes? Great then. So please do attend. If you are not attending, you are the loser. Simple thing. नोड मतलब दोनों मिला के, ठीक है। ऐसा नहीं कि बस एक वैल्यू एक लिंक ही रहना चाहिए, बट मतलब अकॉर्डिंग टू व्हाट वी डिजाइन, ठीक है। आप लोग मतलब समझो कि 1 BHK हाउस का ब्लूप्रिंट क्रिएट किया हुआ है, ठीक है, 1 BHK का। तो उसका मतलब क्या है? एक बेडरूम, एक हॉल, एक किचन। व्हेन यू क्रिएट a house, what you will have? One bedroom, one hall, one kitchen will be there. You have created a blueprint of 1 BHK, and you will ask, you will construct a house. Will it be something like 2 BHK? No. Whatever is there in blueprint, same will be the construction according to your house, if you consider your house. In a similar way, whatever, if you ask me what is node, it depends on what you created here. Okay, if you created it in such a way there is one value, one link, then your node will be having one value, one. In your blueprint, if you mention, assume that on both the sides of value, here one link, here another link, then what your node will have? One value, two links, because you designed your structure like that. Means here whatever you want you can mention, one value, two link, two value, one link, whatever you want. But according to now what I have designed, it is one value, one link. Clear? Later I'll shift to one value, two link also. What's the data type of node star link? Node is only the data type here. See, it does not mean that data type should be integer only, float only. No. Star means what? It will store the address. Simple thing. Star means some location is allocated, in that you are going to store the address. Okay, which address you will store? For that I cannot mention integer, because your address will not be integer, it will be hexadecimal value. So you cannot store, write integer there. So what I'm saying, I want to store some address. If I write star, means what? I'll be storing address. Which address you want to store, or where this address will be pointing, or whose address it will store inside that? It will store node's address. Which node it will be? It might be next node, previous node, upper node, below node. It depends on you, how you code it. But basically, ultimately, link means where it will be pointing. It will be pointing to some node. Clear? Chinmay? Star if you are using, which means you are trying to store address, not the value. If you are using star, means you are going to store the address of something. It might be anything. Okay. Here if I create node 2, okay, then what will happen here? If I write node 2, means that link can point only to node 2 type node. Okay, or Naveen if I write, then this link can point only to Naveen's node or Naveen. It can never point to another node. If I write Naveen here, as I have written node here, what does it mean? It will be pointing to any node. Ultimately, it will point to node. Which node it will point? It depends on how you write the code. Clear? Kamlesh, I cannot tell you that user-defined data type. Rather, I can tell you that user-defined structure. Okay. More or less, the concept is same, but the terminologies they are using is different. In C programming, we will use struct. In Java, we will use class. Okay. Guys, one thing I just want to say, those who don't want to join, don't join on the session. And those who want to leave, they also don't join. In between, if I see living before I end it, that will not be a good idea, because if I want, I can get the attendance. Hope you understand that. If I want to get that, I can get it easily. I'm not saying for offline candidates, for online I'm saying, because you can see that some of them are living, and I don't mind, but if I want to take some actions, I'll directly block that ID from Zoom. Later, whatever you want to do, let me see what you will do. And again, I'm saying, I'll inform again in class. Again, I just want to check how was today's class. First thing here now. Understood whatever I have explained. Don't think, sir, I have this doubt. I'm just asking you, whatever I have explained, did you understand that or not? With respect to percentage, quickly. Means 20% only you understood, 30% you understood, 100% you understood, whatever. Feel free. It does not mean if everyone is saying 100, you should also say 100. And second part, how was the class? Not with respect to understanding, got bored, data structures, I don't want that, this, etc. stuff I just want to ask. Going good? So I just want one thing. Can all of you inform in group? Okay, those who have attended today, I just want you to inform in group how you felt about data structure class. In your data structure group only, the reason is not that I want you to praise me or something. The reason is quite simple. Some of them have left the session. If you have seen, some of them in the beginning, it was somewhere around 70. Some of them are not attending. Just to pull them back, I want your support. Feel free. Whatever you want to write, you write it. Have doubt, ping me. Or you want to share something in group, share. Whatever is fine, but I just want you to pull them back. Because if I say about class is good, do attend does not make sense. Okay, so I want your help. However you feel, understood, not understood, today's class or concept is clear, not clear, just write it in group, data structure group, not in your FS19, FS18, not in your group. In data structure group, there is a separate group called data structures. All of you know, then it would be great. Great, then tomorrow we'll continue again at sharp 9. Try to join at the earliest because I have only 1.5 hours per day. Okay, for data structure, because 9 to 10:30. So sharp 9 o'clock if you join, or if you want, I can start it at 8:50 itself. Okay, so that you will join by 9 o'clock. I can start by 9 o'clock. If I start by 9 o'clock, then I should actually start by 9:10. That is the reason. 8:50 is good. Great. Then if you guys are okay, then I can manage it easily. Great. By 8:50, I'll try to start from tomorrow. But please try to join at the earliest. Sleep is important, does not mean that more important than life. Okay. However, for today, I'll be winding it up. Thank you, everyone. Good day. Bye-bye. Java class will continue by 11 sharp. FS19 should be there. Sir, you have taken more time, sir. I can't do anything. I'm so sorry. All of you should join. Thank you. You can take break. Fine. You will get 5-10 minutes extra. That's okay.